You know when a horror movie has a super ambiguous ending that leaves you wondering, well, what the hell happens next? This entire movie is that. Hi, welcome to my analysis of the cosmic horror themes present within Picnic at Hanging Rock. Please ignore what you see behind you. I'm in the process of moving, so it's very, very messy right now. I apologize. Picnic at Hanging Rock is about this group of schoolgirls that take a picnic to Hanging Rock, a geological formation in Australia. 4 of them sneak away to examine the formation a little bit closer, but only one returns, and she has no memory of what happened to the other 3. The rest of the movie is basically about the aftermath of what happened and how it affected the school, the community, and the people around them. Now, I'll admit, when I first started watching this movie, I wasn't really sure what about it could be considered cosmic horror. There were some very light supernatural elements to the point where it could be argued to be some kind of natural phenomenon, or it could be argued to be supernatural. It was kind of up for interpretation, but not enough for me to consider it cosmic horror. That is until we get to the ending of the film and the mystery of what happened to those girls isn't really solved. The movie kind of plays out like you're expecting some big reveal, or at least some inkling of what happened to them, and the more time goes on, the more evident it becomes that, like a lot of real-life mysteries, you're just not gonna get that closure. That might sound kind of underwhelming, and to be honest, it kind of was, but the thing about this movie is that it sticks with you. It doesn't fall into the sort of trap where, oh, the filmmakers didn't want to come up with a story for it, so they left it up to the viewer's interpretation, because they do tell a lot of story here. It's just not about the mystery, it's more surrounding the mystery itself. And it's not that we get no information about the mystery, because we do get some. One of the characters ends up being actually found alive a few days later. But the problem is, she doesn't remember what happened to the other girls either. But through her reappearance and the account of the one girl that returned home, we get a few chilling details. We also get to see a glimpse of the other girls right before they disappear, and they look like they're in a trance. They keep venturing further and further into the mountain, even though the one girl who returns home, she's telling them to stop. She's screaming at them, and they are just totally unresponsive. They're just walking further and further into the geological formation of Hanging Rock. This limited information plays into a very classic cosmic horror theme, which is the fear of the unknown. It leaves you to wonder, what happened? And it gives you enough information to actually have a picture in your head, to come up with a few theories, but not enough for any of them to really be convincing. I think one of the best things that a movie can do is leave you thinking about it, especially long term. Picnic at Hanging Rock isn't a movie that's deeply scary, or, there's no jump scares. There was never a point, I would even say during the movie, I didn't feel that dread, and that was what made me think, how is this cosmic horror? It's only after the movie, after thinking, what happened to those girls? I didn't expect the mystery to stick with me the way it has. And now I'm feeling the dread, after watching the movie, which I think is so interesting. And I would argue that makes it very effective as a cosmic horror film. Maybe not a traditional horror film, but I think it fits with the themes of cosmic horror. Overall, this is a movie that might not seem like it has a lot to the surface, but it paints just enough picture for you to be able to explore a little bit deeper, but you never actually reach the bottom. And so you're just left to explore, what could have happened. And I think that that's really cool.